I hope you have better luck than me today. Especially playing Elden Ring.
Hello. Welcome to Sunday. Hello, Samar. I actually just want to lie in bed and watch YouTube, but I also want to play Elden Ring. So we're just gonna be lazy today, and I'm gonna distract myself by killing some monsters, slashing some dudes with my new weapon that I farmed this morning off stream. I did not get enough sleep. I was approaching the levels of maybe getting enough sleep, and I was aware of the clocks changing, but then suddenly it got away from me. I was like, okay, I'll get 8 hours of sleep, I'll get almost 8 hours of sleep, I'll get 7.5 hours of sleep, and then suddenly, bam. Whoops, it's late. How did it get to be 3 o'clock? It was just 12. Same with the lazy. Nothing I touch today works for me one of those days. That is why I didn't attempt to do anything. If you don't do anything, you can't fail. Aha. Wise words in life. No, I didn't even try to do anything today. I woke up, a bit tired, had some coffee, played some games, lay in bed for a while, watching some dumb shit anime, some YouTube. Then I played some more games. And then I watched some more YouTube. Then I played some more games. And that is, that's what I did. I'll leave all the attempting to do things and failing at it. I'll leave that for tomorrow. Like Monday's the perfect day to do things and fail. That's what Mondays are for. Had some more tasty leftover noodles. It was good. Yeah, I don't really have anything to say. Nothing's happened since my last stream. Wasted all day trying to fix crap that doesn't work just to get the next slap to the face. Ah. Well, hopefully you can just chill now. Relax the rest of the evening, and then tomorrow's Monday, so I can deal with it then. Don't want to go to work tomorrow. This weekend was shit. Man, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, and this weekend wasn't that bad. I don't even go to work. When I go to work, I'm exactly where I am right now. I just don't have Elden Ring and a stream running. I sit exactly at my desk where I am. But yeah, not looking forward to this week. It's gonna be a disaster of a week. But not as bad as the week after that, or the week after that, or the week after that, seeing as every week is worse than the previous one. But at some point, we're going to hit rock bottom, right? At some point, there's going to be a rock bottom and we'll bounce a bit when we hit it. So we'll go like down, down, and suddenly boing, and we'll have a week that's a bit better. At some point, unless we don't bounce, unless it's face first, then rock bottom's where we live. But I don't know, I think we're gonna bounce. Need to go to work and do physical labor for 9 hours being an electrician. Ooh. I feel like electrician is something where probably shouldn't be screwing up. A bit dangerous for me. Depending on what I work on, right? But there's no real big... Like, occasionally fine, there can be some consequences and we could fuck up and nobody notices and somebody loses some money, but that's it. There's no life-threatening. No one's gonna push a button and then sparks come out their ears, right? So I'm very happy that I do not have a job that has actual consequences other than something not working and people being unhappy about it. So I'm very happy I don't work in like medical industry or something. But I always thought the electrician seems like a cool job. And it's just hard work. I think for everybody who sits behind a desk all day, manual labor just seems like a cool job until you have to do it every fucking day. Then it's suddenly not so cool than just chilling in your desk chair, watching YouTube while typing on your keyboard suddenly sounds, I think, a lot more comfy. Rather than being on some site and it's cold. And you accidentally touch a cable and all your hair falls out. You regret your choice. But at least from what I've heard, electrician is a very... not safe as in not get hurt, but safe choice for a career as in electricians are in demand. Electricians and plumbers and things, right? Or is that not really true? It probably depends what kind of electricianing you do. I know electricianing isn't a word, but it is now. But I always thought, yeah, out of all the those kinds of what do you call it, craft kind of things, I always thought the electrician looks the coolest. And maybe that's because, you know, I studied like electronics and things as well. The only difference is if we blow up a little capacitor on a board, it's a little bit different than exploding a building. And yeah, it's just like working with your hands like that. It's just tough. At least I can still do my job when I'm like sick or whatever. And other than being too lazy and not getting up and stretching and getting some exercise, right? Sitting down all day, I'm probably not going to get a massive injury. It's not wearing down your body like manual labor is. It just wears down the soul. But every job has its perks and... I almost said nerks. Pros and cons. Perks and negatives. I never see any big sparks in my job, which sucks. I like sparks. But maybe when you see sparks, something went wrong, so maybe not. I haven't, since I work from home now and I'm not close to the electronics department, I never see people blow up stuff anymore. We had this one dude that connected a board. We only had a couple of boards, so they're valuable, right? You can't break them. He connected one, and it blew up, and then he thought, that's weird. He went and he grabbed another one, and he connected that one as well, without investigating what could possibly be wrong, and he blew that one up as well. So you just hear bang, and smell smoke, and then a little bit later, loud bang again. And he's like, Weird. People weren't too impressed with that. Drinking my Coke. Nice, tasty. And I'm just tired of my job. I don't know. Just tired of my job, and I worked myself into a very small niche, so there's not really... It's not like I have a lot of opportunities to get out. And with health stuff and things as well, I can't really apply for anything new, so I'm a bit stuck. But I'm just tired of it. I don't enjoy it anymore. There's always been like... I always thought about, oh, it's okay, right? It's okay. Occasionally it's a tough time, but then there's stuff that's cool and interesting and it works. I'm like, oh, yeah, fuck yeah, that's very cool. But it's been like 4 or 5 years now. Possibly even 6 years since I've done something, and I thought, wow, that's cool. These days it's just, ugh. I get no enjoyment out of it. It's not interesting. I'm just tired of it. Need something new. That's why we gotta win that lottery. So I can build myself a little workshop, and then I can just blow stuff up all day. I can film it for stream. So hang on, I forgot to do something. I decided if I'm gonna have my edgelord character that does death magics and stuff, I need a scythe. So I farmed a little bit this morning. Killed the same skeletons over and over and over and over and over and over again. Probably like for 30 minutes or so. And yay, I got my death scythe. And then I had to go farm some runes to get enough so I can actually level up high enough so I can use it. Workmate did the most comedic fail every few months back. Let's say turn off the power for a multiple story house. Nice. Yeah, it's a different kind of job where you can't just fuck around and see if it works, right? Where with most software things I do. Occasionally there's something I can't, right? Some stuff that has a one-time security right. You can't just fuck around and try it. You have to actually do many tests beforehand. But most software is just, what's going to happen if I change this value? I'll just compile and run again. Oh, that doesn't work. Change to something else, change to something else, change to something else. You can't wire up a house and plug a cable and, oh, I wonder which way around these two should be. Let's just swap them and see. Turns out the main power line does not like drills. Ooh. Yeah, maybe it's a good thing I don't do anything too dangerous. Most dangerous thing in my day-to-day is probably just me not hanging myself in the shower. That's a bit dark. Where were we? I was shopping. I was buying some stuff. Came in, I bought some spells. I feel like... Oh, we're medium weight anyway, so we can start wearing some clothes, I think. Because I don't think having... Ooh, this actually looks almost cool. I don't usually like these armors, but this one doesn't look too bad. Especially with the rusty look of the scythe. No, can't wear gloves, that makes me heavy. I just wish I could hide the quiver. It looks so ass. I mean, I can take off the arrows, but then it's going to be annoying every time. But that's okay, we can just run like this. Well, I'm still watching a lot of blacksmithing videos on YouTube, and that just looks like so much fun doing some metal work. I did do a bit of metal work when I was in school. Took metal work as a subject. At some point, like in primary school, we only had woodwork, and then in high school we could choose woodwork or metal work. Oh no, you could take both as well, I think. But I took metal work for a bit, and it was fun. It was interesting, but I had to drop it for academic reasons. But it was fun. I always wished I could go back and do more. Let's just do this little bit. I haven't explored up here yet. Yeah, I had to drop quite a few subjects in high school due to them not being the academic subjects. Because we had, you could take a subject at like the standard grade, or you could take it at a higher grade. And the higher grade ones are obviously more difficult, but if you do well in them, there's a bonus level. It's like you get bonus points for doing a challenge run. So your theoretical maximum percentage you could get at the end of the year is higher if you do higher grade subjects. So I had to drop all the ones that you can only do standard grade. So I had to drop metalworking, I had to drop art. What else did I have to drop? I can't remember. So I dropped art and I took biology again after skipping it for a few years. Almost ground and securing against electricity was just suddenly standing in complete darkness, making siren noises out of surprise. Good, as long as he wasn't smoking out of his ears. That's probably fine. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking this scythe. Haha, get fucked. Recusant Henricus. I knew a Henry and I knew a Henricus without the H. Henricus sounds strange. Like when we take English at school, right, we're taught to vaguely pronounce things, you know, in the British way. But they never really tell you that there's such a massive variety in how the British pronounce things. And even just like the letter H. I never knew loads of British people say H. Which makes sense, seeing as it's got the letter in it, right? When I say H, I don't say a... The way I pronounce it doesn't have a letter H in it. But I do think it sounds dumb. I try to block for some reason, and of course this... Oh, it can block. I forgot weapons can block. Where's that, wrong button. Oh, he's down there. Trying to think, how many times have I gotten a big shock in my life? I did, think once as a child, pulling out the plug. My little fingies went under the plug and I got it was a nice big spark, and I definitely felt it. Wouldn't be surprised if my hair was a bit smoky. Because we were still using the I think the old style UK. I think the UK used them as well, the big, thick plugs. I did like them. But, yeah, that wasn't very... It's a little bit scary for small child me. But since then, I don't think I've ever gotten like a life-threatening shock. Like little tiny shocks. For fun. Like when you're a child and you find something that can shock you. Electric fence, shocking a little bit. Also for fun, like I dare you to touch the electric fence. This one is as shocking as I thought it would be. Whoa, that's a big hit. Damn. I like this scythe. I've never really used the scythes. Scythes? Scythes or scythes? I don't know. But yeah, back to shocking things. Like watching people shock themselves then. Old Electro Boom on YouTube is probably the best guy for that. It is interesting how he has, I don't want to say survived for so long, because he knows what he's doing, right? He knows to, like, what's actually dangerous and what's not, what to fuck around with and what not, but man, it just doesn't look safe. Hello, big boy golem bro. Okay, this is all much nicer than our puny poking sword. I just don't think I'll be able to use this forever because it's not int faith. And in the base game there's only one weapon that scales by int faith by default. And it's a puny little straight sword. So if we do want int faith, we're gonna have to do that. I could just not care. Right, I'm probably just gonna infuse this one. Speaking of infusing this one, where is that? Is it there? We need to find something to infuse this with. Hey, is this bro still standing here?
Oh, well, you made it through that and off you but oh, before I fear you. I don't blame. Why not?
Oh, what did he say?
Yes. Besides, but then again, I'm always
I can't remember. I never come back to him.
Ah, then you're to join the round with the they are
Oh, fine. Trek, hello, welcome.
So.
How's it going? Hope you had a good Sunday. Hope you've sorted out your scheduling mishaps. You're sick? Oh no! Hopefully nothing too serious. Maybe slightly too many mozzarella sticks. Man, I hate when in life you do something that's a little bit probably not healthy. And then you get sick afterwards, but it has absolutely fucking nothing to do with that. But then people will go, ah, See, I told you shouldn't have only been eating pizza for 4 days straight. But you got the flu, right? It's not connected. Just a cough. Maybe you should eat more mozzarella sticks then. To coat the throat. But yeah, I hope you feel better. The breadcrumbs can scratch your throat. Ooh. Maybe it just polishes it, right? Rather than scratch. I can never get that right. The first couple times, I always screw it up. It's like I screw everything up. Oh, I am so negative today. I need to chill a little bit. Which is why I'm playing Elden Ring. I'm aiming for that ledge. If only managed to convince your friends to go play pool during the weekend. What, next weekend or this weekend? Because then you're probably a bit late now. Oh, and being sick is not going to help with that. Oh, maybe I need to jump to that one. Yeah, look at me. Jump master. Jump king. Oh, I should jump king. Damn it. What's this poor little wolf doing here, right? How did he get here? What's it doing there? I'm probably hiding from psychos with big scythes. Next Saturday. Ooh. The pool bar website is so shit I don't understand. I am confused about what could possibly be hard to understand. That must mean that it's a terrible site. Does pool, snooker and darts the latter too? It says reservation recommended, but for pool it says reservations not possible. That's interesting. Does that mean not possible because booked? Oh, no. I'm assuming it's walk-ins, right? Sounds to me like it's you can't just go and book a table for the evening kind of thing, right? You have to go and take your turn like everyone else. You used to be a pool devil in high school. Oh. I'm assuming that means you were good at pool. Oh, shit. There was a point of time when we actually had a pool table at home. Not a wonderful pool table, a cheapish one. The only problem was the room wasn't big enough for a pool table. So if you wanted to play on the one side of the table, you didn't really have the space to actually straighten out the pool cue. So you had to just have it at like a massive angle. But still, it was a lot of fun. You were good, but I haven't played in 5 years. Memory might be incorrect because we always drank a ton of beer while playing. That probably just means you need to keep sticking with your method of playing, which includes drinking out of beer. Maybe you're not good when you're super sober. You look badass. We do look like we're trying too hard a little teensy bit, but still. Ah, fuck, wrong button. It is funny how the scythe has a handle, but we don't use the handle. Oh, but we're not really scything. We're just hitting people with it as if it's an axe or something. €8 for an hour. Is that for the table or is that per person? Because yeah, that's not too bad, is it? Actually, I have no idea. I haven't played pool in years. I've never been good. I've been just good enough to not be incredibly embarrassing, right? Right, I hit the ball that I intend to hit, and there is a chance that it goes into the hole. But that's about as good as I ever got. Oh! Big swing! Joust master. Oh, okay, let's not get... Oh, no, let's not joust. Let's not joust. I feel like in an honorable jousty joust, we get out-jousted by this guy. We gotta play it smart. Per table, 3 of us are going, so I'm curious how that'll work. Yeah, I wonder, it probably depends how busy it is. Like, how long can you occupy the table then? Or is it gonna be you finished your game, next person has to have a go? You still have to do the spins, but I doubt they'll be able to still do it. Maybe that was just you were so drunk it just felt like a spin. I'm kidding. I was trying to get my... Okay, never mind. I was trying to get my runes and regroup. That's for an hour. Ah. Oh, you did say hour. I'm not very good at this. How did that hit? Wait, why did I... Oh, did it just hit my horse? Yeah, you fucking magic loser. Actually, I'm the magic loser. Is that why he's got his shield out like that? Because I have a staff. I am so asleep. Wait, I thought my horse died. How did I get knocked off? Without my horse dying. I feel I usually fight him a lot later. Because usually I just hit him a couple times and then he's dead. Every time I start a new Elden Ring game, I think maybe this time I should try and fight him like straight out of the dungeon, like some people do. But then I think most people I see who do that, they're a lot better than I am at games, and it still takes them like 4 hours. And that's just not... for starting as a wretch and then battle. Oh, I got too greedy. I got too greedy. My horse is almost dead. If I die again, I'm gonna phone a friend to help me in the battle. Ooh. Oh yeah, this thing has a bit of bleed in it. Haha, get scythed. Silly horse fucker. Ah shit, what happened to swearing less? Was there an arcade nearby? I'm sure they moved to Crossy Road. What's Crossy Road? I haven't been in an arcade in years. What's Crossy Road? It's like Frogger. The chicken who crosses a road? The only crossing a road game I know about is Frogger. It's all about a frog crossing a road. Used to be a phone. Oh no. I don't know why that bugs me. Something that used to be a phone game. Now being an arcade game. Oh. Controller's dying. Okay. Plugged in. Doesn't bug me getting bajillion tickets from that. Nice. Skill. Man, it's a pity all those games with the tickets and things are always so pricey. Because yeah, a lot of fun, of course. Oh, oh wait, that is further. Say, there is a dungeon or catacombs I didn't do, right? Just get scythed. Get scythed. Oh shit. Phew. Phew. Prices with tickets are turbo shit, even the expensive things I can get on Team for 20 cents. Yeah. But it's just a psychological thing of winning a lot of tickets and then being able to buy stuff with it. It's the same as games with their in-game currency, right?
Not seen you before. Name's Bern. Let me ask you. Are you here? Does your face?
Like no one would buy things from the shop if you had to buy it with money.
Honest, such that there's not any interest. All I know is that there's a memento fine. Grant.
I don't think I actually want to buy any of these. What I do want to do. So I think I want to swap. I want to make... Oh, I can make it. Oh, doing the split damage is probably not ideal, right? Oh, I can still keep it. Oh no, oh. Fuck it, let's do some magic. When do I get the frost one? That's what I want to do. I think keeping it all solid physical's probably better. Using box literally only applies I can ever employ the little I learned in archery. Man, I always want to play all those what do you call those games? Like those amusement park kind of things. All those games I see on TV. But I've never really had the chance. Like there's ones that scam you where you can win, I don't know, giant stuffed animals.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me.
Yes, Alexander, just chill, bro.
Hello?
Chill.
Anyone?
Never fear, I is here.
I am pleased. My thanks. 1,000 thanks. Just give me a good
I'm like 80% in archery game. Oh,
nice
I want to do archery. I think we've talked about archery before, but the most I've ever done in like archery is when I was a child. We used to make bows out of just sticks and fishing line.
Come on.
They weren't very good, but
Give me a good
better
smack
than
from
nothing.
behind. I'll pop
Okay. Oh shit, just one hit. Got the plush dice you can hang that cost literally 3 cents to be made. Yeah, but you won it, right? Through your skill.
Oh, that. Well, once again, I am beyond upon this. I'd heard doesn't think. I'm too red.
Because then it does have the sentimental value attached as well, right? Okay, I'm supposed to be a magic faith bulb, but now I'm just running around whacking people with my scythe. I think this is the one you get the katana, isn't it? It's always weirdly good at shooting. I feel like I am as well, but I haven't had a lot of opportunities. But my thing is mostly when I try something, I don't want to say above beginner level at it, but I definitely have a lot of beginner luck. When I try something for the first time, I'm like, wow, maybe I'm actually good at this. But the problem is I never get better. And then everyone else who was shitter than me at it, they suddenly get a lot better. Like, what the hell? But yeah, I've never shot a real bow in my life. I've only shot a real gun once in my life. Went for someone's bachelor party thing. We had a, what do you call, clay pigeon shooting. And I did hit 10 out of 10 of the targets, right? Obviously it's easy because they don't want to make it too hard for a bunch of people who are all beginners, right? And most people didn't get 10 out of 10. And shooting the shotgun was cool. I would love to go to a proper shooting range and shoot a whole bunch of guns. I think that would be cool. That would be fun. I thought I can force a wake up. Oh shit. I shot a real gun once in my life. I was like 5 and no one told me how to actually do it because everyone was drunk and the recoil almost took my thumb off. Yeah, that's wild. Right, I was at least 30 something, so yeah. And we started drinking afterwards in case bachelor party and shooting shotguns sounds a bit dangerous. I do like the scythe. I still feel nothing in any Souls game feels as good as great swords or ultra great swords, right? Big sword is the best. But scythe, cooler than puny stabby rapier nonsense. It was a birthday party, he also shat his pants. Nice. Don't fall, don't. Oh, fuck. Oh, the range is not that great. Nah. Oh, poop. Come on. Get up, you. What would be a good slur for a skeleton? I'm sure the skeletons don't mind what we call them. Oh, and I've shot a BB gun at least. Just a friend of mine. My parents didn't care too much about what he did. They even brought it to school. Which I'm assuming these days probably be a bit frowned upon. Okay, let's... Oh. I wish... Ah, fuck. I wish all holy weapons did the permanent kill of undead and not just the few what do you call them, more like unique weapons that have it's got it built in. I think there's only 2 weapons, isn't there? Because it's nice and convenient. For the undead to not get up again. Unless holy infusing a weapon does actually do that. I don't think so. Only shot like these small lead mushroom looking bullets. Oh yeah. Oh, in Afrikaans that gun's called a windbuks, like a wind something. My dad had one, but we never shot it. I think it's like springs and things that shoot it. But yeah, the little lead. It does look like little teeny mushrooms. I always wanted to shoot it, but yeah, we weren't allowed. Always rigged on carnivals. And I wish I could go play all those carnival games. Oh, my nose is itchy. No, I can't summon the big boy. Let's just go do the fight. I'll summon all my little guys. There was an aircon competition every year in this tennis camp I went to. So it's an odd place for an air gun competition. I'm like, okay, well now you guys are tired of I never noticed that this guy starts out with, or this lady starts out with only half health. What's up with the dodging as well? It's dodging. It's dodging into the... Huh? It's dodging into the pellets. Doesn't it usually? It's like it dodged too early. That was odd. Don't they usually dodge a bit better than that? Well, I've been shit in tennis, but I could shoot nice. It's just a pity you can't really shoot the guy you're playing against in tennis. Imagine like doubles tennis. 2 people have rackets and 2 have like like a paintball gun. Almost like chess boxing, but a little bit more hand-eye coordination. Also played baseball there. Baseball? Is baseball big in Europe? I never really baseballed. Baseball's just a thing we see on TV. And occasionally, I don't know, maybe played a baseball game as a child. Because I would play whatever games we can get, right? I played a lot of sport games as a child. A lot of cricket, a lot of rugby. On PC, I'm not talking about like real sports. A lot of tennis. A lot of golf. We played so much. What was it? Was it Brian Lara cricket, I think? Played so much of it. Ooh. My favorite edgelord mask.
I must apologize. I'm afraid I'm very...
Oh, that makes me heavy. Oh, but look how cool I look, right? Wow. Straight out of Naruto. I started playing tennis, but never told my mom, and ended up playing tennis for like 5 years. I played tennis from early primary school all the way up to, I don't know, like 12 years old or something as well. I was super shit at it. Like super shit. Like I had a lot of trouble. Like you just need to get the ball over the net and under the fence, right? But for some reason I really struggled with it. I was really bad. But had to do a sport, and at least that's not a team sport, so... Better than playing rugby. I played cricket as well. For a whole bunch of years. Probably also until about the same age, but also until 12 or 13. I was really good at bowling when, oh, I got another scythe. Whoops. That's supposed to be rare. It took me 20 or 30 minutes or something. No, way more than 20, 30 minutes probably. I was watching YouTube while I was doing it, so I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I spent a decent chunk of time farming to get this scythe, and now I can get it first time I find someone. I never get here, and then we have the... What's his name? D. Stand here. Apparently this is where you're supposed to meet him for the first time. I always meet him in the round table first. Yeah, I just didn't like sport. The only sport I wished I could do, but I couldn't because it clashed, was like long distance, like nature running. I don't know how that would translate. But just go run on all these nature trails. Go do races and things. And this is gonna be the nerdiest sentence someone's ever uttered, but I couldn't go do that because practice was the same day as my computer studies class in the afternoon, which we had to go do at another school, because our school didn't offer it, because our school didn't have a computer lab. So yeah, I couldn't do that. But that would have been fun, because I was very light. Got a very skeleton-like frame. And I didn't have the belly I have now. And it was easy for me to get fit, so that would have been fun. I always just did the long distance running when we did athletics every year. Which we were forced to do as well. That sucked. I wish they didn't force you to, but we were forced to, so I would volunteer to go do the long distance because I was so slow. I couldn't do the sprints. Oh, and then I played a little bit of it. This wasn't for school, this was just for fun. I played a bit of squash. What's the other word for it? Shit, what is the other word for it? The one where you hit that little ball against the wall. Racquetball, I think. I did that for a while because some of my friends played. But that wasn't school stuff. That was my first time I did a sport for fun. Willingly. But I wasn't very good at it, but it's better than tennis. Because you don't have to worry about hitting the ball over the fence and making an ass out of yourself. Right, and the net equivalent is just a very low line on the wall. And you're in an enclosed little room, so whatever you do, it's fine. Haha, get fucked. Boatman. I don't like bowling at all. I've also only done bowling for fun. It was not available as like a sport thing at school or whatever. But yeah, hiring shoes. I just think, what kind of foot disease did the person have before me? I never liked doing that. But I've only been bowling a few times, and also, first time I went, I was actually quite good. We were all surprised, and we thought, shit, maybe I do have a talent for it. And the next time we went, I sucked. And the time after that, I sucked. And the time after that, I sucked. So it was just my wondrous levels of beginner's luck. Like volleyball in high school, but I did football. I've never played football. Volleyball, don't like it either. I don't like any sport where if I fuck up, I fuck it up for other people as well, right? If I make a mistake now, other people lose. Much rather just do solo sports. And volleyball is especially disastrous because I'm really bad at it. When it comes to sports and things, I'm not that good at throwing a ball or catching a ball or hitting a ball, or what else can you do with the ball? Fondling. I'm just not very sporty. Like I said, the only thing I've ever been decent at is running long distance. But I wish we had stuff like archery or shooting and things. That would have been so good. Ages before I actually made it to high school, they did have shooting, and they had a shooting range and things. But that was for people who, I don't know, before you go do your army service or whatever thing you have to do. Right, it makes sense at school to start giving people proper training. That would have been cool, but no, that was scrapped. Because it's expensive, right? That was scrapped way before I got to high school. But the trade-off, the pro to all of that is also not having to worry about doing like service. Because that would have fucking sucked. If I was forced to go to the army for a year or two, holy shit. I would not have coped. I do not enjoy people shouting at me, ordering me around to do things. I get enough of that at home. Oh, that was the best bot name we had in a while. Vegetarian Reformation XT. Trying to sell me cheap viewers. I do like the bot names these days. They're so much cooler than just the boring old... Boring. Random letters, random number bot names. Wasn't great, I almost don't liked it. Too short for it, and I mostly played with goals. The net was too high. Aww. Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how to hit that ball. I don't understand the technique. I try and hit it, and if it's like a... The only way I can play volleyball is if you don't play it with like a real volleyball, play it with like a puny, shitty, inflatable piece of crap. Beach ball, right? Then I can play. Then everyone can play. And when I say play, I mean I can actually hit the ball so it goes up into the air. Bouncing around like it. Just don't care. No, it's Anastasia, the tarnished eater. Okay, we are not doing... Oh, that was a big swing, holy... Which Disney movie has Anastasia in it? I don't think she was a cannibal. Oh no. With a little bit of bleed that this weapon... Ooh, shit. That this weapon has is actually, it's paid off a few times. Right, this isn't the bleed build. I'm not going to invest in arcane or something, but just having it as an extra little bit of damage. It's nice. I was asked to join whatever the girls were doing because I did not want to play football. I think maybe Anastasia has Anastasia in it. I think so too. Well, I was meaning which one was. I don't think I actually care. Yeah, but what was it about? Was there like snow and things? If I try and think about Disney movie and snow or whatever, I think about no, I don't know. Oh, Let It Go. Which one was that? That's what I think about when I think about like a wintry Disney movie. But I can't remember like what it was about at all. But I'm not the biggest Disney movie fan. And growing up, I only watched Lion King 7 million times. And, oh, the animated, Robin Hood movie where it was a fox. We watched that a lot, so I'm assuming we had that on the tape for some reason. That was good. That's the best Robin Hood movie. It's that one. Then Men in Tights. Then the Kevin Costner one. And the funniest thing for me with with Men in Tights and the Kevin Costner Robin Hood is I think the sheriff in the Kevin Costner one is so silly. I think I confuse him and think he's in Men in Tights. Was it Alan Rickman, I think? I don't think we want to be in Caelid yet. Okay, well, I was in Caelid for a little bit to do a bit of farming. A bit of no, not exploration. Just farming. Killing the dragon. And then running back and resting before killing the big dragon again. And again and again. I never knew, like, that there was a correct way to kill the dragon. Oh, fucking hell, just let me use the map. I've only ever cheesed the dragon, and I just assumed it's just this big dragon with a lot of health that they didn't really intend you to be killed, but sure you can with bleed, and they just never patched it. I never knew if you approach from the other side and you kill, every small dragon you kill takes health off the big dragon. I just didn't know that. I've never done that. I've never seen anybody do that until, like, some streamers I watch while playing, and they did it that way last week or whatever. I'm like, wow. Did not know that was a thing. I need to find a spell scroll, I think. Hunchback of Notre Dame and Beauty and the Beast Child. I was in Beauty and the Beast a bunch of times as well. I think I've only seen Hunchback once. Like, we went like a big Disney movie household, right? Oh yeah, Hercules was so good. Man, I miss the old animated movies. It's such a pity Disney is so insistent on the live action bullshit they're currently doing, right? Because the animated stuff just has, I don't think it's nostalgia or anything, I just think it just has soul. Where the live action stuff just doesn't. Not like I've watched any one of them, so maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Maybe some of them are actually good. But then you have the dumb shit of the Lion King one, which it's not live action, right? It's sort of almost live action with a whole bunch of shitty CG. Maybe it's good CG, I don't know. But you just lose the joy of a hand animated. I would have I would have enjoyed it more if they, instead of doing a live action, do a like Pixar style 3D, right? That at least still has some emotion in it. But yeah, it probably is a little bit dumb criticizing something I've never watched. I hear the Jungle Book one was actually not that bad. It's just sad that, like, do they still make proper animation? I don't know. I wonder. When last did Disney make an actual, like, animation? I think it's just too expensive. Right, they're doing 3D stuff and then they're just doing live action. But there's something about 2D animation that's just... that's just cool. It just feels more like art. I mean, 3D stuff's cool as well. but it does have a different vibe. But like Encanto, I haven't watched it. But wasn't that 3D as well? I don't think it's animate, like 2D drawing animated, right? Or am I wrong and I'm mixing it up? I think we should go to the castle. Yeah, sure, let's go. I did run around the castle, so whoops. But yeah, there's definitely been a lot of good 3D stuff. Like, I'm not looking down on 3D stuff, right? Because like Pixar and DreamWorks and whatever, they all had very, very, very good things. I can't say Toy Story and Shrek and those things are bad. I just miss animated movies existing. That isn't anime. I mean, there must still be. I'm probably just not thinking of any. They just had a vibe. Definitely can't say Shrek is bad when I'm around. I will never say Shrek is bad. Some of the Shrek sequels might have been bad. But Shrek, the first Shrek, wonderful movie, right? Wonderful. I hear people aren't that happy with the new one. Shrek doesn't look... No, sorry, I'm trying to... Too many cables at my desk now. I had to try and make him look cuter. I did see like a drawing with bits of his face circled and blah blah blah. But does anyone still actually like care about Shrek? The IP, not King Shrek II as a person. Because I know I really liked the first one and I watched the second one, but I have no... Like, there's a certain... There's a certain point where I just feel an IP is just too much. Oh, let's just be dumb. I forgot I'm actually a mage.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Yeah, warrior blood in my veins. There's just so much you can do with animation that just... I don't know, looks dumb and cringe when it's live action. Oh. Oh, he killed Roger. I got almost to the fourth one I've seen only once. And it was released. What is there so many? I've seen Arthur and the Invisibles. I have no idea what that is.
The hands of the fell omen shall brook thee no quarter.
I have zero idea what Arthur and the Invisibles is. Let's get some vigor. We're a little bit over-leveled. I overdid it a little bit with my farming this morning. I was just watching a video that I liked, so like, okay, why not? Why not run around a little bit? I don't think I've ever heard of Arthur and the Invisibles. I'm assuming it's not a superhero thing. It's not a King Arthur thing, probably. And yeah, there's a little bit of a generation gap at talk here. Because when you're talking about something when you were a kid, I was probably working at that time. It's probably before all my friends started having kids. Arthur was played by Tim Burton, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Like Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the Tim Burton one? The kid? Isn't that the same? Oh, I was just going to say, I am a surgeon. I saw a post someone did like a couple days ago about that. Like, did you know this is the same person? Like, no, I did not know. But that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory was just weird and creepy. I hate when someone plays Elden Ring for the first time. They get in here and they talk to this guy, and then their chat just starts telling you to kill this guy because he steals your runes. It's like, how would you even know that? And you're not going to kill someone for something that you don't even know they're going to do, right? If the dude says, hey, by the way, I'm going to steal your runes when you die, then sure. Just doing it. That's not very cool. In the house, his grandpa was missing. Someone found out his grandpa invented a way to turn small and get lost in the grass kingdom. Then we was about in the grass with bugs, tiny people. Wait, why does that suddenly sound maybe familiar? But yeah, I never watched it, but that almost sounds familiar. I wonder. Maybe I've seen it. Maybe I've seen a trailer. But I don't watch a lot of movies aimed at the young these days. Not because I'm too mature, just I think the childish joy inside you that you need to enjoy those movies, that bit of me's dead. So I mostly find those kinds of movies just annoying. Die, bird. And that bird. But luckily I do still have my childish sense of humor. Because yeah, I mentioned a couple times I'm watching all these blacksmithing videos, and every time the dude talks about, well, they're going to make something and blah blah blah, okay, we're making this shaft, and then he says, oh, I'm going to put my shaft on the table, and I go, hee hee, tee hee hee, he said shaft, and then I laugh. Oh no, oh shit. I hate how this idiot shakes shakes the magic staff if magic is gone. Like, oh no, what's wrong? I wish it didn't have an animation. I wish it just didn't do anything. I think I've seen trailers and things of that movie you're talking about. Because what I have in my brain does, I imagine it to be creepy. So it is probably that. Oh, I need 12k. What level am I? 45. With how much I overlevel these days, 45 is fairly low for me. Like, I often arrive over here and I'm like level 70. Get murdered. Oh, the running attack has a little bit less of a... Oh, I should do trigger so I can get a better slice. And this just stays fun. Oh, it's a short bow, okay. I need to get a long bow. Ah, what the fuck? Okay. That was a little bit embarrassing. Snow White is still the best animated movie, nothing to do with the Queen being hot. Did you find the Queen in the animated Snow White to be hot? I don't know what that says. Interesting. I mean, she is supposed to be attractive, right? Or at some point have been attractive. But I don't think I've ever had anyone say, "Ooh, yeah, the Queen in Snow White is hot." It's not a sentence I think I've ever heard before. And maybe I just don't talk to enough people. I do think I've missed out on some childhood experience by never like having a crush on an animated character. Unless people exaggerate. But there's so many people who talk about, oh, they find this character hot and this character blah, and they had a big crush on that character as a child, and I just think I've never in my life had a crush on an animated individual. Snow White Queen, Lola Bunny any day? Wow. But okay, you can't say Lola Bunny isn't hot. But Lola Bunny isn't hot because she's a bunny. She's just hot because she's drawn as a hot lady. But the Snow White Queen, that is intriguing. It's times like this that it would be cool to be like a 1,000 viewership channel so we can do a poll and say Snow White Queen, Lola Bunny, and have people vote, because I do think you are in the vast minority of people. I do not think Snow White Queen is that high. You'll make 20 alt accounts. I don't think 20 alt accounts is going to help you unless there's only 40 people watching. No, wrong button. Oh, fuck. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. Instead, I've been playing too much Division. And I don't have the... Oh, no. I don't have the Elden Ring buttons in my brain. Yeah, toot your little horn, you. I keep forgetting that I don't have a shield. Nice. This just feels too low. I don't like rushing like this. I often watch people play and they just rush through the whole thing. And they're very good at it. And I just don't find it enjoyable. I like the slow, more clunky gameplay, right? I take my time. I peek around every corner. I fall off the ledge and do it again. Gal Gadot did not do justice to Snow White Queen. Oh, I haven't picked that up yet. I'm just curious, who thought, you know, what people want is live action Snow White? I mean, there are probably people. And people are seeing it in the cinema and stuff, right? Trying to get my controller in a good place. But yeah, it's just the Disney decision making over the last, I don't know, 10 years. It's just been a little bit weird. Right, the good decision they made was like buying Marvel, right? That was a very good decision for them. But the movies they're making these days is just odd. I was gonna say, unless I'm out of touch. I am out of touch. Oh, that takes too long. I don't want to just jump attack, but jump attack is just so superior of an attack. I do think jump attack negatively affected Elden Ring so much. Don't think I've seen any past encounters, I can't really tell. I don't know when last I've actually seen something, but yeah, so most of my Disney experience is all just nostalgia. But when last was there like a good thing that they made? Like with the Disney brand, not with their other brands. How would you even wield that scythe? Must have some longer arms if you want to do it the right way. Oh, why am I? Oh, I'm holding the button because that's what you do in other games. What's over here again? I can't remember. Oh, the hammer. I should probably not have this thing do do the 50% magic damage. I mean, it's fine. My weapons are so overleveled for this place. It doesn't really matter that I'm not doing an ideal amount of damage. But I'd probably be doing more damage if it was just physical. Not like my int is actually high enough for the scaling to matter. I really just want to do a big... I know I said hammers and clubs are boring, but I do want to do a big hammer / club build. It's just fun bonking everyone. Just wish we could turn off this shake. And most people are probably just not bothered by it because I'm surprised that there isn't a mod for it, unless it's just very hard to mod that out. It probably is. In the classical Disney movies, I've never seen only Bambi because Beating made me cry every time as a kid. I'm not sure if I've seen Bambi. I think I have, but I'm not 100% sure. And like as a kid, we only watched what we had available to watch. And by the time we were old enough to go to the video store and get stuff, at that point Disney movies wasn't really at the top of my list. But want to watch cool movies like Surf Ninjas. Good old days. Watching a bunch of dumbass cringe shit. That was so good. Surf Ninjas was great. Wrong button. Fuck. Wait, was that always just a leaf? Man, that's one of the things I dislike so much about Elden Ring. Is, the shitty treasure being hidden in places where you would think good treasure would be. Like, that's a lot of effort to go through to go pick up a leaf. It's a hidden leaf. Watch one movie every week in kindergarten. Interesting. I just remember when we used to, like, go rent a tape. Right, we would watch it the evening, and then we'd get up early, and we'd watch it again before we go take it back. And remember to rewind it afterwards. Man, life was different. This whole thing about you being rude and shitty if you didn't rewind your tapes. And now you can't even go rent, like, DVD places don't even exist. Damn. Yeah, going to the video shop, video store, video rental place, a big part of my life. Like, even when I started working after I finished studying, like, my Friday routine was come home from work, pick up my girlfriend. Then we go to this one shopping center that had Mr. Video, I think it was called. It had a Mr. Video, and next door was a pizza place, and then, like, around the corner, there's all walk where you park in the same parking lot, and then there was the grocery store, big grocery store. So I used to go, we park put in my order for my pizza, then go pick out the DVD, and then go to the grocery store and buy snacks and food for the weekend, healthy food in the pizza and all the groceries we need, and then go out. Pizza would be done, get back in the car, drive home, get comfy, maybe even plop down a mattress there in front of the TV, and then that's where we chill for the next 20 hours. Ah, the good old days when we still had hope for life, when things were looking like it was heading in an upwards direction. And as always, after playtime outside, you would listen to high frequency on TVs used to make to know today was movie day. Aww. I don't remember watching movies at school, except maybe like Shakespeare movie or English class, but that was about it. I don't think we ever really watched other movies. And this is like educational shit. And 6 VHS movies, so we watched those 6 over and over. If I don't want to watch, I was always salty because the goddamn dinosaur movie won 90% of the time. Aww. I mean, dinosaurs are cool, but yeah, you don't want to watch the same thing over and over. I don't remember how we decided on things to watch in our household between me, my brother, and my sister. Because, yeah, sister didn't really have the same taste as me and my brother. We had good taste and she had bad taste. And maybe we as kids didn't go to the video place, maybe my parents did. I don't really remember, like, us as a family going. My good memories of Mr. Video as like out of school. Or even studying, right? Just me as a vague adult. Going with my girlfriend and just picking stuff out. And sure, it's a lot more convenient now with just Netflix and Prime Video and all the various streaming things, but I miss the fact that it was an event, right? Where now it's not an event. It's a plop down and scroll through and just try and pick something out of the hundreds and thousands of available things. We definitely lost something by gaining convenience. We lost the experience, which, you know, that's the same as thinking, oh, the water that comes out of the tap. We're missing out on the experience of having to walk down to the well with our bucket. Don't want to sound too much like grumpy old man, right? If I had to choose between the two, I would choose the convenience of watching whatever I want to watch whenever I want to watch it, but it did have a special place in my memories. The walking through the shelves, looking at what's on the new releases. Did we arrive early enough to get one of those? Ooh, is there a special 2 videos for, I don't know, 10 Rand or whatever it was back in the day? I remember it was Ice Age and the dinosaur movie and another dinosaur movie for a documentary. I think the animated dinosaur was Land Before Time. Land Before Time is a good movie, right? I don't remember too much, but I think it's good. But yeah, you probably don't want to watch it every week. Haha, get scythed. And got his legs stuck, the dumbass. This is just animal abuse, right? Chains on his wings, blades on his feet, weird fucked up fire mask. That's not very nice. I think most of my good memories are those early university years. Probably that first year for me at university. Me and my brother in the flat before my sister arrived, before the Fire Nation invaded. Just having the freedom suddenly. Even though, you know, university, it's tough. But still, so much better. So much better than school, holy fuck. I would say first year university was my first good year in my life. I think it's the first year I would point to and say, yeah, this was a fun year. It obviously had loads of shit as well, but yeah, a lot of good memories. High school was probably the worst. Oh, fuck, hell yeah. That's why I always say this has been the worst year of my adult life, because I don't think anything's gonna top high school. Where do we go now again? I have my route that I like doing, but I can't remember. Is it this? Do I fall over here? Thank God COVID happened. This is once again a me going, oh, what the fuck does COVID have to do with high school? But then I remembered, oh yeah, some people aren't old. I don't think I want to go there just yet. COVID high school. Were you in high school during COVID? Oh yeah, you were. For me, I just can't connect that age with people I'm actually communicating with. Feels weird. It feels like everybody who was in school during COVID is supposed to be like a child. And what are they doing on the internet? But of course that's not true, right? Man, but all jokes aside, I feel like that must have been tough. Trying to, you know, get school stuff while not being at school, even though school sucked, but I think doing all of that at home probably would have been worse. End of 3rd grade, an entire 4th, oh, for a baby. That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right age-wise. COVID's just like 5 years ago, isn't it? Oh, 4 years of high school. Okay, you're counting those. Okay, yeah, okay. Like when you suddenly said 3rd and 4th grade, I thought like little 7-year-old, 8-year-olds. I'm like, what? No, that can't be. This dude is cool. I just wish their axes didn't have the thorns on it. I do jump attacks so often, right? I should probably just go do a fucking claw attack. What else do we have? we just put the fire on there and keep it on there for a while, because we are going to encounter some fire damaged people. I don't want to swap stuff out too much. Yeah, for little kids, getting the social, not just social interaction, right, but I clicked the wrong button, I clicked the wrong button. I think if you have a good situation at home and you hate school, then that was probably great. But if you hated school, but you hated your home situation more, trying to do school from home probably sucked. Don't fall. Okay, you can fall. As long as I don't fall, that's fine. And yeah, however long COVID felt for me, it was just, working adult, trying to get work projects out, really enjoying the working from home, except for when we had to go into the office. Like, yeah, probably would have been tough. Yeah, how did they even work? You can't leave small kids alone. What did people do? Can't work from home. Yeah, I don't know. Like, what did they do? Right, you were allowed to like connect with another family, I think, over here in the UK, right, and say, these people are in my bubble. Like, let's say you and your neighbors both had young kids. But still, I don't want to fall down. Like, what would you do if your parents had jobs that they couldn't work from home every day? Like, what were you supposed to do? Like, legally? Was there still some childcare? It's not really childcare if the kids are supposed to do schoolwork, right? Or just at home, right? You don't have the space. Right, before COVID, I think so many people just, if they had a PC at home, it was like one PC. Suddenly you had to buy, like, dad works from home, mom works from home, the 3 kids all do their studies at the same time. Did you have to buy everyone a laptop? Like, that's a lot of money to suddenly whip out. Or was there like subsidies from the school? I wonder. Like, none of my friends had kids old enough that was a problem. Like, most of my friends started having kids during/after the COVID period. So I don't really know how any of that worked for anyone. I just know we had some people at the office who were super excited when they were allowed to just come in more often, because they were tired of sitting across from the wife at the kitchen table. I'm just thinking, what the fuck would I have done back when I lived with my girlfriend? I mean, we probably would have moved her office space into like the bedroom or something. Rather than both of us sitting at the office table. Because technically, when I lived with my girlfriend, that bedroom was her room and the office was my room. Because yeah, when her parents came to visit, we had to act like we each have our own rooms. Oh, 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 no, no, no. How dare you kick me? So yeah, that would have been weird if I got moved into the bedroom. It also wouldn't have worked because I used to work much later. I was really happy my dad can't do home office. I think, yeah, the kids with no laptop could go to school here and there, or laptop school in at them. Ah, okay. I don't know what I would have done. It probably just all depends on what my parents' situation would have been. I sort of think my dad would have been able to work from home, even though he didn't while I was a child. But, like, work from home wasn't really a thing for tech jobs back then, but I think if he had the choice, he probably still would have gone to the office. And I don't blame him. But I don't know what I would have done if I had to study at home with my parents peeking over my shoulder the whole time. That would have been fucking rough, right? Doing your schoolwork while simultaneously being judged by parents. Ugh. What would I have done? Probably run away and go jump in front of a train or something. I don't think I would have made it through school. Like, all jokes aside. Well, the only pleasant bit of time I had during school was the bit of time after school before
Be proud.
parents came home from work.
You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you.
And then it could have been a better time in my school. Genuine COVID could have happened. I had enough of my dad. He was home all the time up until high school. Okay. Then yeah, suddenly that happening when you both sort of swapped, that's probably convenient. At least they didn't care what I was watching on TV. Let me bench Chris Angel. Chris Angel is the magic guy, right? I think when I was young, what's his name, David Blaine or whatever, was still the magic man. Yeah, my school years would basically just go to school and then come home. And then me and my brother play. Why is it so stuttery? It's very stuttery on OBS, right? Or on stream. It's not stuttery for me. I always have these issues with From Software games. For them to behave nicely on stream. Because it's not stuttery at all for me. And my GPU's running at like 70%. So it's not like I don't have the resources. Huh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, come home from school. Then me and my brother would turn on the PC and we would play games until my mom came home from work. She didn't work too late, unfortunately. But we had an hour or two. Some days 3. We can just game. And as soon as we heard the car down the road, it was very loud. We had like a few minutes head notice. Quickly turn off. Shut down, and then we just run to our rooms and acting like we were doing homework or something. Maybe it's a good thing parents weren't smarter, because yeah, if my mom got home and she put her hand on the PC, she would have felt that it was just on for at least a few hours. I had to stay in after school club until 3rd grade. After school club, yeah, we didn't have that. I mean, there were some sports and things you could do after school, but I think most people used to, you go home and have lunch, and then you dress into your sport clothes, and then you go back to school. I don't think we had anything that was like directly after school. Can't think of anything. Yeah, I can't think of anything specific. Even like when I played chess in primary school, I used to go home first and then come back to school. After that, we were absolute menaces for 2 years in the neighborhood. Are parents even allowed to these days have like the kids at home for a while they're still at work? Because most of my parent friends, their kids are still too young, so it's not really a problem. And most of them still have like the mom at home or whatever, especially with work from home. But when I see stuff online, but that's mostly Americans, right? It's like you see parents getting arrested and stuff because their 10-year-old was home alone, and I just think, what the fuck? Right, us coming home from school, making our own lunch, and then hours later parents came home. That was the normal way. It's not like we were odd ones out. And this isn't more old man screams and cloud stuff. It's just weird that it seems like it's not acceptable anymore in places. Like, kids aren't allowed to go anywhere by themselves, and they're not allowed to be at home by themselves. I understand if your child is like 3 years old, right, leaving them at home for a couple hours while you go to the shops, that's probably not cool. But once your kids are like school age, right, if your kids are 10 years old, like, it's okay to leave them for a bit. And once your kids are high school age, I think it's okay to leave them at home for like a night or two. I don't think that's a problem. Like, I literally saw something about a woman that got arrested because her 13-year-old or something walked down the road to the shop. I was thinking, really? Really? How is that considered like child neglect? That's strange. I do understand, like, oh, we haven't seen the parents in like a week because they're in a crack den somewhere or whatever, right? Child neglect, but it's just odd. Dude, the best times in my childhood was when we were at home alone. Would roam free at around 9. I think we were, okay, but that's, depends how old we were, but when we were very young, right? Like primary school, we weren't allowed to just go cycle outside. I mean, we weren't allowed to roam around outside when it was dark. But up until like before dinner kind of thing, if we wanted to go play and cycle and whatever through the streets, that was fine. That was fine. It wasn't like, yo, you're only allowed to go outside for like 20 minutes and we drive behind you while you cycle. That would be weird. And when I was high school age, right, that would have been, you know, go get dropped off, go watch a movie, call for a pickup, come back. For us, the internet brain rot was already taking place. Internet brain rot did not exist in my young days. Imagine being 16 years old and you've never seen a short or an Instagram post or a meme as we know them now. Wow. Cultural, just deprived from all the cultural enrichment you have from those sorts of things. The only memes we had was one spread face to face. Things people say. Like how Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so he could suck himself off. It's amazing how that was something that was spread all through the world, and like how, where? We just went to any one of our places and pirated games. That's how games spread for us, is you go to a friend's house with your big stack of discs. And this guy copies from this guy copies from that guy copies from that guy copies from that guy. And then finally I go visit one of my friends and I, like, oh, yeah, he has new games. So, okay, after school, I'll go to his house for 2-3 hours. Before writable CDs became a thing, right? It's just, okay, here's my big stack of floppies. Now we'll RAR this thing. Hopefully I won't have a corrupt disk 37 when I'm at home. Yeah, imagine for kids these days, the fact that just there is no internet would probably be so weird. I was actually going to get up and take a break, but I'm babbling now. Right, no internet. It's like, oh, I need to do a project for school about, I don't know, the English in the 1300s or whatever. Like, what will you do? You go to the library, right? You go see if there's a book. You go get the encyclopedias out. You make photocopies. But I wish we had, imagine having Wikipedia to help you with your schoolwork. Wow. But I'm assuming the expectations are that much higher now. Like when I was at school, we weren't allowed to type and print out our projects, right? It had to all be handwritten because it wouldn't be fair to the kids that didn't have PCs at home and printers and things. Because things just look tidier if it's all printed out, right? Jenny cannot imagine how I'd write my bachelor thesis without internet. Yeah, at least when I was at university, right, there was internet, but we probably didn't use it in the same way you would use it right now. Right, I wouldn't go click on a YouTube link that would just eat through all my data that I had. I had a free 25 meg per month. And then you had to go buy internet credit. So if you did stuff like watch videos, you would eat through your internet costs. That would be so expensive. How did they even check for plagiarism? I mean, plagiarism was a lot more effort, right? I think plagiarism tools started making their way in when I was still at university. I think people did start running things through. I think plagiarism, anti-plagiarism tools appeared about the same time. Plagiarism got easy. Because plagiarism, I'm going to say back in my day, right? Undergraduate studies for me, doing projects and stuff. Plagiarism is grabbing a friend's paper and just changing it enough, right? Or maybe this lecturer gives the same projects every year. So for like computer science stuff, they could probably just keep copies of everyone's code and just do a bit of a diff. I mean, there's software available for that. But at high school level, if your teacher gives the same essay that they gave 3 years ago when your brother was in that class, I mean, that paper might see another life unless the teacher remembers it. I've never plagiarized anything in my life. I've accidentally assisted in a friend's plagiarism with our computer science project. I am very relieved she didn't get caught out, because she had some stuff going on in her life, and I'm too nice and helpful, and I tried to help her a bit, but time was running out, and she said, hey, can I just grab your code and I'll just look through it over the weekend so I can make some progress on mine because I don't understand how any of this works. And I'm like, okay. Woman asking for my assistance? Of course, milady, here's all my code. And yeah, then when I looked at her stuff after it was handed in, I'm like, this is basically my code. Things are a little bit renamed and a little bit moved around, but you know, this is just mine. So yeah, we could have been fucked over. Could have gotten kicked out. So after that, I never gave anyone my code ever again, but I would still help them. I would still go sit there for hours and help. But yeah, even for university level projects, for papers and stuff, go to the library. For my final year project, I spent a lot of time in the library getting all my references together and things. Even by that time, you know, Googling things would have been fine. But post-grad, then suddenly I had access, my PC in the lab, I had unlimited internet access on. But still didn't watch YouTube and things, but then suddenly I could Google a lot and just search for whichever papers I wanted. I could download images, I could download various documents. I could in my lunchtime go read articles on the gaming sites. I was like, wow, look at all these sites. I still didn't watch videos and things, but wow, because it was very slow. And it was, you didn't want to be the guy who gets contacted by IT. The 3% plagiarism because of my cover page acknowledgements and reference got picked up. Sounds so miserable to just look for studies to reference. I mean, that's how researchy things worked, right? You would go to the section that had the topics and you've got all the journals and you go read through the index pages. Or what usually happened, right, is you find a paper that is about the things you are writing about and where is a good place to get more sources out of that place, that paper sources, right? So, and then you just go see, do we have the journals that these papers are printed in? Definitely much better when you have internet access. But yeah, school projects was just wild. Like we had an entire set of encyclopedias that made things so much easier. A lot of other people didn't. Man, I love encyclopedias. Oh, it's just such a vibe. Having this set of like thick 20 books that just has stuff. Dude. I feel bad for the encyclopedia companies that just lost all their business. Because first they tried to go digital, right? You could buy all the info on a DVD, and now you could just Control F and search for what you want, which is so much nicer than looking at the index in a book and then scan reading through 40 pages just to see if it has what you want. But then Wikipedia got good enough that all of those just died. Sad. But okay, I'm going to take a break. I will be back. Okay, I am back. Oh, it's so hot. I was just colder. I don't think I'm gonna fight the boss just yet. I mean, I could babble more about the kids of today and the internet. Should I? Fine, let's... Oh shit, oh the range is ass on this thing. I mean, it's better than the puny stabby sword. Maybe I'm just not gonna go for that sword of night and flame later. I'm just enjoying the scythe too much. But it's gonna suck having an int faith bolt with a weapon that doesn't scale off int and faith. What do you think is more important, to have internet literacy classes for the kids or the parents? I mean, it depends, right? Kids will figure things out. But parents... like, who's gonna rein in the kids? Tech literacy in general is such an odd thing, right? Like, you had... like, my generation and maybe... yeah, I'd say my generation, maybe a little bit older as well, had to... like, grew up on PCs without, like, user interfaces and had to figure so much stuff out and... oh, fuck. And before mobile phones and had to figure all of that out. And kids of today mostly only do everything on their phone. It's shocking to me, like, how people, like, they're on tech stuff all day, but they have no idea, like, what a file system is, where files are supposed to go, because that's all just handled by Android or iPhone or whatever, right? So I feel we had like, we as kids had to help parents with tech stuff, but now suddenly we're at the point where you have to help your kids as well. I mean, it probably just means that for most people it's just not necessary to know those things, right? Where for us it sort of was, because you didn't have an option. I feel like if I had a class where they told me what sites not to visit, you bet your sweet puppy that's the first thing I would Google when I came home. Yeah. Might not have clicked on 20 fake download buttons before I find the real one. Yeah, it's interesting to me that we didn't have that kind of educational stuff, right? Because, like I said, we didn't have a computer lab at school. And it's a lot easier as a child to grow up safely on a PC if the internet doesn't exist for practical purposes, right? My only experience with the internet as a child was a couple times my dad brought his work laptop home. And ooh, it had a modem in it, so we can go on the internet. Ooh. There's like a handful of times. Probably at least 10 different viruses on my childhood computer now. Yeah, for us the viruses just spread from going to your friend's house and getting a new game. Good old days. I feel like I've probably at least made up for all the piracy now with how many games I've bought on Steam and just didn't even play. But I haven't pirated anything since I started working. But yeah, there was something fun about friend telling you at school, hey, I got some new games. And like, oh, fuck yeah. Can I come to your house today? And like, yeah. Like, okay, cool. Go with a stack of discs, copy all the games. Haven't really pirated anything since high school. But I haven't stopped playing the pirated games either. And I destroyed all my stacks of CDs and DVDs that I had. These guys don't usually run up the stairs. Why are they so much more aggro? Dude, I need some Grim Reaper robes to look cooler. Do we even have any? Is it just the Confessor outfit we have? Oh, that dude's just chilling. Like, imagine these dudes, but they're a little bit shorter. That's basically the build I used to have. Now imagine one of these dudes and imagine they're pregnant. That's the build I currently have. Now my neck isn't that long. I don't like how so many of the people in Elden Ring have these weird proportions. Freaks me out a little bit. Why is it so stuttery on stream? It's not legal here, but there's not been a single case of piracy being punished either. I mean, back in the day, right, no one was gonna go after that level of piracy, right? If you ran a shop where you just burnt DVDs all day, every day, and sold it to people, then I could see the police giving a shit about your copyright infringement, but it's not like they're gonna do a sting operation and try and listen in on when this child's gonna go copy games from another child. And then with music as well, right? When MP3s became popular. It's like, oh, you've got new music? Okay, cool. I think that's probably just the time where other countries, everybody just downloaded it, but said we were a bit behind. But at that point, I think we had like DVD writers and things, maybe. I never copied music on a stack of floppies. Or maybe that was the time when we learned how to take our hard drives out of our PCs sneakily. But then I had to make sure I get home before Mom gets home from work, because if she walks into that room and that PC doesn't have a hard drive in, that would have been a problem. Yeah, I'm lucky I never accidentally broke anything. And then Jim, you get an email telling you to pay some huge fine if ignoring nothing happens. Yeah, a lot of the places do have the... why did I sit down? Like, if you download stuff from specific sites, right, you do get a warning email from your ISP. Whether that ever ends up being anything, right? Who knows? Am I gonna actually fight this monster thing this time, or am I gonna cheese it? I wonder. I think I've only actually fought it once. I think it was on stream. I think the rest of the time I just cheese it. But I feel that's a designed cheese. Like where that long bit where you climb the ladder and you run and you end up at a ledge. And then from that ledge, you throw bombs. Like, why is that ledge there if it wasn't built in for throwing bombs on someone? I don't think I know a single person who actually pays for Netflix or any of that stuff. Damn. I think everyone I know buys all the things they consume these days, but I don't know too many people. And we got to a point where legally doing things was less effort than pirating, right? I mean, we're going to see way more pirating now that it starts being a hassle again to stream things. We're talking about shows and movies, right? Oh, this show is on which streaming site is this show? Is it on this one? Is it on this one? Oh, it's not on this one anymore. It just starts being a hassle. Then it's suddenly easier to just go download it. Where there was a long time with movies and with shows and with games on Steam and stuff, right? Where it is just less effort to do it legally. No, spend a bunch of time downloading something and then it's some shitty recording from a theater. And when you're old enough and everybody works and it was cheap, then yeah, why pirate? Okay, I'm here for this spell. But I think the spell actually isn't that good. But it's gonna be cool. Do we cheese? How many fire pots can I make? Oh, I can make a lot of fire pots. I think I'll just... Nah, let's try and fight. My best friends pay for this shitty Slovak streaming thing because otherwise she can't watch Formula 1. Oh, pretty scummy national TV does not get on stream it and shuts down acts in Slovakia. Just having Formula 1. I'm assuming the license for Formula 1 is just very expensive. Man, sport. There was a point where sport was the only reason why anybody still had like satellite TV and things, right? Because all your shows and things you could just get on all the various streaming channels, but there was no option over here for sport. Right, if it's Olympics or if you want to watch World Cup or whatever, it's all just on like Sky Sports or whatever equivalent. And then they started, oh yeah, you can stream sport for a day, it's just like £30 a day. Like, are you fucking insane? I can send Asha during weekend and she can come over and watch on my laptop for free or I would screen share it. Ooh, illegal streaming. Let's see if I die. I hate fighting these things. This is one of my least favorite monsters in the game. I never honorably fight this one. It's so fucking ass. I don't do a lot of damage. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna survive this. Let's cheese it, let's cheese it. Oh, no, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Climb, you fucker, climb. Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck that guy. Oh. I will return. Checking myself and watch it physically on my screen legal. If stream just her illegal. Yeah. But for now, if she watches it on a screen legal, I would not be surprised if within our lifetimes, within the next few decades, you will have to have some kind of camera counting how many people are in the room. And you have to pay per amount of people. Right. Oh, I haven't even been in there yet. I haven't killed the spider. But yeah, I would not be surprised. Because they're gonna run out of ways to monetize things. And if everything has to make more money every year than it did the day before or the year before, at some point you're gonna have to start doing super dumb shitty things. Yeah, there's no other reason for this platform to exist other than drop down bombs on that guy, right? It has to be. Why else? Oh, I only have 8 parts. I feel like this isn't even cheesing. I feel like this is just clever pot throwing. Like, cheesing would be standing down there and hitting it with a weapon, right? It doesn't have a weapon, that's just unfair. But I'm just throwing pots at it, and it's not my fault it doesn't catch it. But yeah, international licenses for media is getting trickier and trickier and trickier as the world gets smaller and smaller and smaller, right? But with most things, you can't really just have everything available, because then people will just pay the cheap price from a different country, and you can't have everything be the same price, because then either it's going to be way too cheap in the richer countries, or it's going to be completely unaffordable in the poorer ones. Oh shit, wrong button. Oh poop, I almost had a little accident. Yeah, I'm very sure this is intended. I mean, it's cheesing 100%, but I think this is intended cheesing. The fact that this dude stands right there. Like, he doesn't despawn when you leave like a lot of other creatures. Oh no, how do I get back? Oh no. Oh no. I don't know if I want to fight the spider thing. I've never been good at killing the spider. My technique for killing it later when you have to kill it, or the other one, is just be incredibly overleveled. Which I think is a very good technique in general for Elden Ring, right? Just be OP. Got a brilliant idea with Formula 1 betting. Oh yeah, no one's thought of that before. Betting on sport? Okay. You want to be like that? I'll just do this. Huh? Dumbass. See, this is also completely fair because when we fight, right, I have one weapon, she has like 4 or 3. It's just fair that I can use my magic like that. It would be unfair not to, right? It would be disrespectful towards the enemy if I don't use all my abilities that I have available. Right, and I might be bad at the game, but at least no one can say that I'm disrespectful. Betting websites have separate license to stream it. How do I get to that one again? Oh, so if you bet, now you're allowed to watch. Because how else are you going to gamble on it? Interesting. I've never thought of that. I thought you just... I've also never really paid much attention to everything that's hanging from the ceiling over here. Why is it all hanging from the ceiling? Like, what is the point? What is the point of having all this smelly, rotting meat just hanging? Just for the vibe? If you don't bet, just have an account. Interesting. It must be financially worth it for them to pay. I want to go back there from over here. From there. There. No. I want to go left side chamber. I think there's a door open. Yeah, gambling just makes so much money. How can I make money from gambling? I have considered applying. This was ages ago. When I was looking for work. Nothing to do with making a lot of money, but like working at like a sports betting site. A lot of developers and things work site. But the problem with that is there's a lot of people that don't like seeing that on your CV. It feels like it's, you know, gambling's unethical. So it's a bit of a... It's not necessarily going to be bad for your career. But there's a chance that it might be. Oh, I forgot about my new spell. I've been here for so long now, but I'm still occasionally surprised by how big sports betting is in the UK. It is insane. Like going from when I was growing up. Where's the puddle? I was saying growing up, like gambling being illegal in the country. Like no such thing such as sports betting, and now I'm here and suddenly it's everywhere. Does that only appear later after I've killed? Why does this thing look the way it does? It's just weird. Should I quickly? Did it just bug out a little bit? I mean, I don't think gambling is inherently unethical, right? It's just the ways of trying to get people to gamble more. That's where it starts being like a lot of manipulation to try and profit on people's like addictions. Like if there wasn't something like gambling addiction, right? If people weren't like overspending, if people were just like, oh, I'm gonna have fun tonight, I'm gonna spend £50 and then I'm gonna go home. Like that wouldn't be unethical. It's just the attempted manipulation there. By the way, it's tricky because all marketing is just attempted manipulation. Like, where is the line? Like, how do you regulate it well enough? So you tell a grown-up, no, you're not allowed to gamble with your own money? Probably not. Should some people just not be allowed? Probably not. I don't actually know. I know where the line is. Oh, I wanna... Where's my spell? But I do think we're going to see a bit of a clampdown on games and things, right? All the gacha games and the FIFAs and all the... I'm surprised that it felt like at some point it was going to get banned everywhere, and then it sort of stopped and was just fine for a while. Up spells. So this is the one I want to use, right? But it's very weak. Apparently later it might be better. But I think I've decided, you know, flame is badass as well, so I can do fire. Yeah, let's do this. So what is the legality around gambling where you are? I mean, obviously you are allowed to because, I mean, you do spend a bit of time gambling on whoever's winning elections and whatever. Japanese politics and things. Oh, whoops. So how much damage does this do? almost nothing. Oh, whoops, that was dumb. Compared to... Yeah, this does so much more damage. Like, so much. For cheaper. Was I too late? No, he killed my bro. Kick his ass, Nephilim. Yeah, this just does nothing. I mean, not nothing, but it's so tiny. Oh shit. That would have been embarrassing, seeing as we were so close.
Of all that is golden.
Stronger pretends like it cares, like they banned Twitch when the slots were popular. But then you go on the street and bombarded by betting website ads. Apparently those ads work really well on you. Not always agile on the street, maybe 50% of all ads are betting sites, and casinos aren't illegal either. Interesting. Yeah, UK is just silly with the sports betting. It's crazy. I'm sure his head wasn't that small when it was still attached to the rest of his body.
Oh, he got what tell you though. He had.
But yeah, any sort of thing that can be bad for people is always it's hard to regulate stuff, right? Like, where do you draw the line between you're not allowed to do this versus everyone can do whatever they want at all times? Like, when does trying to protect people end up being a little bit oppressive? I do feel it's silly that Twitch predictions are banned in so many countries, because it's no money, right? It's no money. You don't really get anything out of it. It's just points you can spend on a silly streamer to do dumb things. How's that any different than, I don't know, kids playing a card game that has chance in it and someone wins and someone loses? I have still my bet about Slovak government collapse open. I do my horses, but I don't do other bets really. I do want to do a little horse bet at some point. I think that would be funny. But as a funny once-off, or maybe I shouldn't. If I, as a funny once-off, right? Imagine I don't know, we do a fun little stream where I go and I put £100 on a horse. Insane amount of money for me to gamble, right? If that horse wins, I am fucked, right? It's done. It's over for me. I will never stop gambling on the horses, right? it will be, oh, I've been there before. So I don't even think I should as a joke.
Good to see you, Master. Do you
Sure, there is no one,
remember me?
Sophia. I
You
think
helped
so.
me, please.
I think I
Master,
have
allow me
to.
serve you as your seems.
With how negative I am usually in life,
Calculate
when it
nothing
comes
from
to there's a
scratch.
chance I might win
I'm
something,
happy to make.
then suddenly I am.
Master, do you ever? I would. Well, I don't ask. I am.
I'm like, oh yeah, no, there's a chance. There's a chance. I could win this.
Oh, going so soon? Please do be.
So yeah, the only gambling I ever do is I buy lottery tickets. And very occasionally, let's say I travel somewhere and for some reason I'm in a place with a casino, I'll spend a little bit of money and go play the cheapest slot machines and video poker because I enjoy video poker a lot. Right, I was in Vegas and I think I spent like $20 on gambling, and that's it. Usually come in positive numbers, but I do the safest bets just to add some spice, not really to win money. Just to feel like you won something.
Hello? Is someone there? My name is
I
Marietta.
think I would think she's cuter if I didn't know she was eating eyeballs the entire time. There's something about a woman munching on eyeballs that just makes her slightly less attractive to
My eyesight
me.
has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next. But when I eat one of those grapes,
Is she also like a royalty because she's just as
in the back of my eyes.
gold and shiny as old Kenneth?
True duty is a finger maiden.
Sure, yeah.
Many thanks. Now I can. You are most kind. May the blessing.
Here's a little grape for you.
You are most kind. May the blessing of.
There's 6 horses run and I bet on the favorite to finish in the top 3. Pretty good odds, but I won 10 cents. Yeah. My problem is just, if I get a little bit of enjoyment out of it, then, oh shit. I'm gonna be fucked. Because it's just, it's too easy. If the only way to bet on horses would have been like, oh, I have to go to the horse races, right? And then go bet there and wait for the race and watch it and then go cash in. I'd do that. Because I'm too lazy to go to the horses all the time. But the problem is it's convenient, right, to just do it online. Don't have to spend time. I need to make sure that the things I can get addicted to, that it's inconvenient. Why is it so oh man. Every time I look up, the game's suddenly stuttery. It's perfectly buttery smooth for me. And my GPU is not struggling. There's no reason for it to stutter on stream. That's my mouse pointer. I lost my mouse pointer. Ah, there it is. Yeah, nothing's spiking to 100, nothing's struggling. My video encode was like 12%. GPU memory usage, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what's up. I don't know why it's... Just have to not give a shit.
You're tarnished, aren't you?
Hey, depressed bro. How you doing?
Perhaps you could spare some room. Believe it or for a
He needs to
small
go
donation,
get a hair transplant.
I'd be...
Sure, bro. I'll give you
Well,
10
yes,
runes.
you're a true... My name, presuming only... Apologies. I'm afraid... Oh, right. I can tell you what I know. You've seen that? That's the... Only it's no... After they did the academy, as you might have guessed, making entry and so on. When they come... Why not? Without one. And you'll never... And if once you've... Would you... I know it, but still... You've taken. Well, that is
Blah
something.
blah 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 blah. I don't like those robes. I feel like there's not enough cool Magic's outfits. Who do we think will win the presidential elections in Ecuador? Well, I didn't even know they had elections going on anytime soon. I almost said I didn't know they had elections, but of course I knew they had elections. There's more countries that have elections than countries that don't. Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of the guys. That's as specific as I'm gonna get. Oh, I wanna go to Turtle Pope. I'm gonna go on a little journey. Because I've got some scrolls and stuff, but I don't want to give it to weird, creepy Selin. Gonzalez Luisa? Isn't Luisa a surname? Or is that not how it works? Yeah, unfortunately, the only politics I know anything about is UK politics and, unfortunately, US politics. I know more about US politics than I know about South African politics because I've just stopped paying attention years ago. But it's unfortunately impossible to not pay attention to US politics. It is incredibly shitty that I think at the moment, currently, US politics can influence my life more than UK politics. Right, if they fuck up enough now that for some reason our business to the US goes down. Right, let's say US decides it's gonna attack an allied country. And UK can't ship them stuff anymore. I mean, this is just a selfish outlook from that. Then we're losing probably 80% of our clients. Which means we're gonna have some redundancies in the company, and unfortunately, with all my health difficulties over the last few years, I am at the top of the list of people who are probably gonna get kicked out. So yeah, if they fuck up hard enough, I lose my job and then I'm fucked. So I'm actually very concerned about that. Unless US goes and invades someone and then the UK ends up being uber cowards and they just join along with the US, which is not impossible, right? It's not impossible.
Around here. No matter. Why don't? Oh, don't.
But yeah, hope not. I need another outfit. Let's just buy all the... I don't know why I'm buying a smithing stone once. That's dumb. I wish you could double up on lanterns, right? What happens if you buy... Hang on. What happens if you buy another lantern? Aww. Oh. Can't carry it with you. Dude, imagine you could double up. Right? Lantern on the one side, lantern on the other side, double the light. I do wish there was an upgrade or a customization for the lantern. That will cost some jobs here for sure, especially in the car industry. Yeah. It's just the only... Our business... I'm exaggerating when I say 90%. It's probably less, right? It's our business is almost exclusively China and the US. We have some European business, but most of the business we have in Europe is probably just European branches of American companies. And most of our business in China is companies that then sell stuff to the US. So if we don't sell to the US and they don't sell to the US, then yeah, we're fucked. We all lose our jobs. What do I do then? OnlyFans, probably. Become a foot streamer. There's not enough opportunities available online for below average middle-aged men, right? No one wants to buy my feed pics. I was like, no one wants to buy my bath water, but I don't even have a bath. And shower water just doesn't sound the same. Oh wait, I am... We're heading to the Pope. Let's go Pope it up. You would be surprised. I do not think I would be surprised. Sexiness is unfortunately not one of my marketable skills. Where does that go again? Oh, that goes to the... My brain just shut down. Oh, to the academy. But yeah, so I should actually maybe start updating my CV and start looking for jobs, but I don't see how I'll be able to get something. I'm very, very concerned. I don't think this is the way. I think I need to be down there, right? Or can I cross at that ledge? Oh, I think I can go this way. Maybe I just need to change my streamer brand. Rebrand as a sexy cat man. And I'll only play Genshin Impact. I don't know. What do the more successful streamers play? Oh, the Pope is so far. Turtle Pope. Did that message get through? Why is that message highlighted? Did you spend points to highlight your message, or why is that message highlighted? Or is it highlighted? Is it highlighted as a risk? Because on my side it's in red. Is it just a dangerous message because of the kiddie pool you wrote? Yeah, I don't think we should say kiddie pool. I mean, there's probably a market for just someone just sitting in a puddle of their own tears. Twitch is telling me it's a good idea, maybe. I feel like then they would have highlighted it in green. I feel like the message highlighted in red means, listen, this is some weird shit. Are you sure you don't want to ban this guy, maybe? But yeah, we'll see. If suddenly, let's say in the next few weeks, a big war breaks out and I just don't stream at all anymore, then we know I lost my job and I'm too depressed. And I don't want to talk about it, so we'll see. Dude, the scythe just looks so cool on the horse. Me and my pony going into battle. Is it going to add it to the Snow White incident? I don't know. But I'm actually curious, did you do anything different with that message, or is it just highlighted for me as a risky message? You didn't do anything interesting. Yeah, it's the background is red. Is it a normal chat red as well? Or is it only because streamer chat? Is it because of the kiddie pool? No, penis is fine. Not highlighted, but maybe don't experiment too hard on this one, right? The goal should be to not get your messages highlighted. What's up, favorite dude?
You're tarnished, aren't you? I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies. Do you know the oracle, how it came to...
They should have made him the final boss in the DLC, right?
Well, that is shatter. It is here by the matrimony, and so the earth... Oh, was you are free? I would so if you find, unless in which case...
Does anyone give him food?
To be soon, however, Radigan taking the mystery as to why, and moreover.
And why is there this sentient, intelligent giant turtle? There's no other intelligent... Oh, unless the other turtles are intelligent as well. We just don't pay attention and then we kill them.
She is the great, sadly.
Like how... Why does this dude exist?
You know, a fame when he glimpsed, and as such... Oh, what have we? Very well. Heresy is not all things. Oh, very well. Heresy is all things.
The one thing that From Software did that makes the game so much less annoying, which is wonderful, is skipping conversation and selecting an option is not the same button. So good. So happy they did that. Because so many games, right, you press A to skip the sentence and also A to select the next option, and you always accidentally say something you don't want to say. I don't like glint blades that much. Is it different? Oh, is it just the same as the pebbles, just faster? Okay. Is there any point in those? Okay, we just don't really have much. I thought we would have something interesting. Let me go back. Oh. To here. Need to get that. Oh, I'll just run from where I am right now. It's crazy to me that I'm still playing so much Elden Ring. But we're past my favorite bit in the game, right? It's just downhill from here. Can I go down here? I think maybe. I'll start out with new bolt. You're joking, but it's not a... It's a non-0% chance that I will do that. I could decide, you know what, maybe I actually do want the katana bleed build again. That I have done so many times. That I always stop playing after, I don't know. Wait, what is the quickest way down? Is it from that side? Because the problem is, I think the kind of build I want to make is actually a New Game Plus build. Well, let's go sit down there. I'm never going to remember where I was and where I wasn't. Right, this spell, this Rancor Call, just... It's just ass. It's just not good. Just so little damage. And I don't like the glintstone magic. I don't like it. I've 100%ed the base game before. I don't think I've done everything. I've killed every single boss and things like that, right? But I don't have all the achievements for everything. I don't even know what the achievements are. I don't really pay attention to things like that. I mostly ignore it. Unless I accidentally realize, oh shit, I'm like 2 achievements away from getting everything, then suddenly I have to. But I purposefully don't look at it. Because usually in games, right, trying to get like all the achievements, it requires playing the game sometimes in a way that I don't enjoy. So I sort of ruin the game for myself by trying to achieve things that I don't actually even care about. Achievement start new game 20 times. I would have had that achievement years ago. Even if we lost out on the modded playthroughs, right? I played all the way to the final boss with like at least 10 characters. Unmodded playthroughs, and then there's so many other ones where I just play for a bunch of hours. Until I get far enough in the game that I just think, you know what, I'm in the mood for something different. Cool. Where do I want to go? We gotta find our favorite spell, our favorite incantation. Can't remember where it is. I think it's on the coast. Good old flame cleanse me. So we can start going into rot areas if we really need to. And the poison areas, but I've already got the poison cure incantation, I just don't really use it. I really just wish someone makes a game like Elden Ring, but somewhere you constantly get new equipment and you're supposed to... your equipment upgrades as you go through the game by finding new stuff, not by having the same weapon and upgrading it and upgrading it and upgrading it and upgrading it. I don't think I want to be in here just yet. I just gonna mark it. And the answer where the stretchy lizards are now. I still don't know which ones are the stretchy lizards. I mean, we do have lizards that stretch, but they're only in Elden Ring as far as I'm aware, so I don't really know which other lizards you're talking about. Like, which ones are also? Like, where else could they be? The Dark Souls have stretchy lizards. Is it over here? I've never summoned over here. I don't remember which game you played where they were in. It was probably just Elden Ring. Right, the upper halves of their body become super, super tall. Hang on, I wanna... Yeah, look at that. Each cast of this costs almost double what the pebble costs. But look at how much more damage the pebble does. I don't get why it's so shit. I think they just didn't have enough edgelords working on this game. Right, Dark Souls 2 had enough, and that's why we had so many like hexer spells, like cool dark magic spells. And then Elden Ring came around and they just said, you know, what would be cool? Glintstones shit. No, I want dark edgelord magic. Oh, it's not in this prayer book. Is it not in this one? Maybe it's not in this one. Oh, what's that one again? I don't remember what that is. Oh. I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh, that way. It suddenly got dark. Oh no, he's chasing me. I don't actually know if I'm going to the right place. No idea. I just feel safer if I have the spell that I want. Right. I should probably just look up where it is, but I thought it was in that other camp. But apparently not. Apparently I mixed up the camps in my brain. Fingers only in DLC, right? Those finger statues everywhere. Yeah. I mean, everything in the game is about the fingers, right? The 2 fingers and the 3 fingers. It still sucks that we don't have a 1 finger. I don't think it's over here. Oh shit. Oh man, I'm doing exactly what I shouldn't be doing. I'm just running around grabbing all these graces which just means I'm not gonna know where I've been and where I haven't been. Oh, I'm gonna arrow in my ass. Luckily, I don't need the helmet to do this. We can just parkour. Pony parkour. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. No. Oh. Oh, I just remember there's something in the castle I didn't do. Need to have the giant smash that statue so we can get more smithing stones. Maybe I should just do this one. How am I surviving daylight savings time change? I was lying in bed last night thinking I'm going to go to bed super early, and then instead of going to bed super early, I was watching videos and was watching the time, and it's going to be 1 o'clock, bam, 2 o'clock. Like, okay, what's the point? Might as well watch another 30 minutes of video. I wish we could just stop with the daylight savings thing. Is there still any benefit for anyone? Like, really? I just don't... Like, what is the benefit? Was upset I woke up at 10 again. Did your stuff not auto-update? I feel like I might just not know where that thing is. I think I went way too far. Yeah, I just don't like daylight savings. But maybe it's just, grew up without the clocks changing all the time. Where is that fucking spell? Am I just dumb? Oh, I am just dumb. But yeah, I just don't see the point of the clocks changing. I feel it might have made sense a couple 100 years ago, right? But now, like people want some more time in the morning, just wake up earlier. I do understand, like, it affects schools and people with their kids and blah blah blah. But really, is it worth the effort? Is it worth the confusion? Winter it's dark when I leave and dark when I come back anyway. Yeah, like, who benefits from it? Maybe construction people. I was going to say then, if an industry benefits from it, just change their working hours. But then, yeah, what do you do? People have kids. People do have schedules. It needs to match up with other people's schedules. So it's not always that easy. But still hate it. I've always hated it. And I will keep on hating it. Because not every country does it, so do most Northern Hemisphere places do it? Who doesn't? Like, we didn't do daylight savings, but do we just naturally have more sunlight? For a second there, I wasn't sure if we actually did. I'm fairly sure we didn't. Let's see. Which countries do daylight savings? Maybe it would have been easier too. Which countries don't? Countries near the equator, that makes sense. Places around the world that uptight PVC article. Oh, the US doesn't. Oh, most of the US doesn't. That's odd. Half of countries. Oh, 1/3 still do daylight savings. So all of Asia, most of Africa, a bunch of places stopped recently. In the US, Hawaii and Arizona don't do it. Also, all their territories don't do it. I don't know, I just don't see the point. I would hate to live in one state that does not do it and work in one that does. I mean, that's technically the same. Right, you do go to work, let's say 1 hour earlier, even if the clocks do change in the area you're in. It just doesn't look like you're 1 hour earlier than usual, right? Because the clocks changed. So whether the clocks don't change and you go 1 hour earlier, or the clocks change and it's theoretically 1 hour earlier, it's the same thing. Yay, we finally have our spell. Egypt does it, interesting. It's just odd to me because it just feels like, oh, fucking wrong button, such a high effort thing to do, right? Like the idea of we're gonna start doing this. Can you imagine suggesting, like, where did it start? Who decided, you know what, we're gonna make time. Suddenly on this date, time changes. Everybody time's now different. This was 9 o'clock, it's now 8 o'clock. Like, it just feels like it's such a weird thing to suggest. And the fact that it's then the standard is strange. Yeah. Finally. We can cure some Scarlet Rot. Oh wait, no, what I actually want to do is I need to put it... It needs to be the second spell. Because then I can easily switch. And I was hoping this would be my first spell, but it's so weak. What am I missing? Why is it so shit? Like, why is it the damage so low? I get that it's not... Right, you don't want it to be OP. I'm okay with it not doing more damage than Glintstone, but it does like half the damage the Glintstone Pebble does. I hope people say the damage isn't the thing, it does a lot of stagger. And then one dude says, it does hella damage. I think he lies. Wait, it can be charged. Did I just do it wrong? Oh, no. Which spells do we want? Fireball? Nah, nothing else I really want, right? Oh, okay, I didn't charge it. That's actually got decent range. I thought it's like short range. Super fucking slow. It's just too weak. I probably need to go get the better one. There's a slightly better version, I think. Where do we need to go next? I might also just end stream. I think it's time. Oh, I never put a marker on that cave. That's okay. That we went into. Oh, I did. This looks weird because it looks like it's on top. Let's go back here. I could play some more, but I'm getting a bit hungry and see if I can get to bed early. Because yeah, I didn't get enough sleep last night. And tomorrow, rough day. Every day is a rough day. But okay. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm gonna go now. I still have some noodles left. Because I've been only munching a little bit at a time. Don't know when I'm gonna stream this week, but I'm gonna try and stream a bit more. Even if it's a lazy 1 hour Elden Ring stream. Having something I can just easily do that's not any effort at all. Give me a better chance. But there's something else I want to stream. But we'll see. Don't know when. But I won't be back. At some point. Okay. Have a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy the last little bit of Sunday. And good luck with Monday. Cheerio. Bye-bye.